Let's see here. Look at all this rock bumps. They're leaving chunks out of the plastic. Hopefully you can see that. See these little chunks hanging off of there? So they're all down all of this. And they're down here as well. And crossed here. So in about right here when it flares out is when the damage starts. So rocks have to be bouncing all the way from the front and bouncing off of this, bouncing off of this. Now, stainless steel, right? Let's see how strong it is. Let's see if there's any marks in there. I'm going to get it cleaned, but I just wanted to show just initial rinse off how much damage there is. It's up here. I feel it. Not as bad as down here. Wow, surprisingly, really very minimal, but I can feel a few here. Let's look underneath and get a better view. Yeah, it's not terrible, but you can feel them there. So let's go look up by this front tire actually too. There's a lot of, now you guys remember I live on 35 acres on 11.5 mile of dirt road. So I just want to show you kind of worst case scenario, right? And I didn't clean that very well, I can tell. So I'll get in there and spray that a little bit more. Let's do that now. Let's see. Hey, get out. No, you cannot bite high pressure spray. Go on, get back. Stop stepping on it. A lot of rocks get trapped in here. The small little rocks do. But just clean that. But yeah, there's a lot of bumps under there. If you live on a dirt road like I do, you might have to deal with some of that. I've had a few little rocks get trapped along this trim piece. I had to actually take a knife to one. So there's one there. So there, little pebbles get stuck in there. That's where the charger is, nothing there. The back surprisingly, honestly guys, and I need to clean this, but the back of my Duramax diesel tailgate, I had way more problems with the camera getting dirty on the dirt road, just even driving it with dust. I chose not to wrap my Cybertruck, and I'm actually liking it kind of dirty, but tomorrow is Mother's Day, and so I want to have it clean when I take my mom for a ride in it for the first time. ONR wash and shine. So let's go ahead and give it a try. I love this. It's already a little dirty. I want to clean that up, but I keep some microcloths in here. Really like that vault, guys. And it's so sealed because every time I open it, I can smell it, like I guess the newness of it, the chemicals. But it's sealed. Well, let's give this a go. I'm gonna spray this. So the stainless has definitely got a lot of markings in it. But like I said, is that a bad thing? I guess it depends. If you're somebody who has to have a perfect colored car all the time, you know, if you wrap it, I almost feel like if once I wrap it, then I'm susceptible to, I mean, guys, we have a Model Y over here, and it's got PPF and one of the thickest wraps, and rocks still go through both layers up here. So it's just brutal to live on roads with rocks like that. Okay, so it's a lot of work here, but you know, I don't think it looks amazing by any means, but it looks better. Brand new towel. Let's see if we can just get a quick final finish. Just seeing some little markage there. Is that? I think that's a little rust marks. It's hard to say. You know, and in the end, I may just have to wrap it, you know, give it a go and use it for a little while. And then when you wrap it, it's brand new, right? I'm sure there's better products, but I do see like a mark and like a line and a mark and a line. So I don't know. You almost see where I've scrubbed harder, I think. See, it's light in there. Wow, and it's really starting to mess with my eyes. Looking at it too much. Yeah, so I guess I probably have to invest in a buffer, huh? So let's do like a harder push right here. Right up this center. Let's see if we can see that. Okay, wipe it clean. All right, yeah, look at that. Excuse me. Look at that. See that line? So it looks like I need to put a lot of elbow grease into this to get that back to that fresh new look, huh? This is why I think you should just invest in a buffer. You know? Just invest in a powered tool to do this, and then it just buffs it right off for you. Yeah, I think I'm going to get a buffing tool, guys. This is a lot of work. The stainless steel is something to work with there. I can see, even from here, the line that I worked the hood. And so I would recommend, when cleaning the Cybertruck, to not clean it too much unless you're ready for that, because you'll leave marks, you'll leave lines in your work. See that line? That's just me working that. And then look, that does look like rust to me. That looks like a little pin. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let's see, when working spots, it's going to be much cleaner. I can already see that's cleaner than the rest. So it's normal for stainless steel to get its own look, right? So if you're going to get into it and clean it this well, you're going to want a buffer. That's what I'm saying right now. So you're going to want a buffer that can get into here and really make it even and do the hard work for you. So if you're used to a real nice finish all the time, guys, the stainless steel is going to be tough for you. You're going to want to wrap it because that's going to give you that experience. Yeah, and then the more you scrub it, you'll leave a different line behind it when you're using a cleaner. Interesting, huh? So like I said, I don't think you're going to want to really clean it a lot unless you have a buffing tool. I can see a lot of differences there. But I'm not an expert, guys, so maybe, you know, you guys will tell me something that I should have done. And that's totally cool. You know, and here's something I wanted to talk about. All those marks that I showed you guys down there on the bottom. So at this point, yeah, right, like I should PPF it, but I wanted to show you guys what will the Cybertruck really do with no protection. It's supposed to be, you know, bulletproof, super tough, hail resistant windows, stainless steel body. But what about this dirt road I live on? You know, and a lot of the other people who are going to buy these thinking, you know, I want something that can handle the dirt roads. We'll be interested in knowing, how does it work without a wrap? Do we have to wrap these trucks, you know? How does it compare to, that's odd. How does it compare to like a regular truck and paint? You know, is it just a big pain in the butt to have a truck like this? Should you just get paint and forget about it? You know, I don't know. We're going to find out. You know, and if anything, because I'm not a professional detailer, if I screw it up, then I screw it up, but let's hope I don't. But you know, for a guy like me that lives up here, who wants this kind of truck, and I mean, I don't want to keep it clean all the time. I'm almost willing to just let it stay dirty. It looked better dirty. I wasn't worried about what it looked like clean, you know? And then you're like, I better clean it. And then all of a sudden it's like, you're looking at everything. All right, I found the stuff I like to use. It's called 303 Aerospace Protectant, Ultimate UV Protection. Keeps vinyl, rubber, plastics looking newer. Repels dust, lint, staining, restores. La-di-da-di. There it is. And this is a made in the USA product. It's always difficult to try to film yourself. It's like a little magic trick trying to do two things at once, but we'll give it a go. Clean wipe on it. I don't want to get it on the stainless steel, so we'll just do this. But you know, I hope the stainless steel can handle the cleaner, because obviously I can't keep it off completely. So charging port is going to open. That's fine. Don't clean that. I resist cleaning, as it will enter dirt all over this rag. So let's see all those nicks, guys, from the rocks. I guess PPF that stuff right away, the self-healing material. But so what I've decided I'm going to do is just let it happen and see what it looks like over time. And then if I really had to and I was really worried about it, I'm sure I could just replace the fender. I would have to buy a new one, but you know, maybe a couple years down the road, that's what I do. I don't even have to worry about it. It looks really nice. So that really does a good job. Now when it gets on the stainless steel, though, it looks like that. So a little bit of touch up afterwards may be needed. So thanks for coming along with me on this video. It's definitely very interesting learning about Cybertruck and, you know, what it is and how to clean it and what you're going to deal with. And it's definitely a totally different vehicle. So we'll see how it unravels. But like I said, I don't want to like wrap it and PPF it and all this stuff right away. You know, Tesla says this thing's tough. This thing can handle what they claim it can. Well, let's see how it does. You know, I see that line here, but it's so soft. It's so smooth. But you know, I do see little marks that look like little pings of rust that are working their way down, almost like a waterfall. It's very interesting. So, and then, you know, but let's see what happens. I mean, this kind of stuff could just be surface rust that you could buff out 1,000 times. Who knows? I don't know. Awesome. So for all you diesel guys out there, I'm sporting the Bank shirt today. Yes, I've owned Banks accessories for my diesels for many years, and I do like the Banks. If you own a diesel, they make great accessories for software. I mean, filters, everything for your diesel trucks. I wanted to talk a little bit today after I filmed yesterday's cleaning of the Cybertruck. Now I'm learning, so I want you all to know that what I showed in the video was not the proper way to clean the truck. You definitely don't want to be going up and down. You want to do circles. And I'm going to link in the description below a YouTuber who actually did a lot of damage to his truck and how he was able to fix it. So that is really something that's cool. Like, you can damage, you can scratch, you can do the wrong thing and still make it right. So I'll be showing that. But here is the truck today. And I don't really see that line so much anymore in the sun. So it's kind of worked its way out. It's very interesting material. It almost like is ever changing with weather and sun and stuff, but doesn't look so bad today. But I learned a lot on what I should be using, what type of cleaners I should be using, how to clean it. And I am going to get the buffer and have everything I need to make it look new again. So I will be showing a video on that. But I want to show you guys today, you know, even though I did that line, I don't even see it right now. And maybe you guys can see it in a different angle, but I don't see it. But I can tell you, I do see a few little scratches here and there. I saw one here earlier. Yeah, there's one here. The sun's kind of hitting it there. There's scratches. But see, this is what is really interesting to me, is to now go from a vehicle that was painted, you know, where you're also dealing with surface scratches on the paint. So if you guys ever seen the swirls from cleaning your vehicles and the paint from the clear coat, well, you know, you could say that the Cybertruck is going to have all these issues and stuff, but at the end of the day, I can completely resurface this truck. I can redo the stainless steel. So I'm excited to actually show you guys, after I get the right equipment and the right cleaner, can we make this thing look brand new like the day I bought it? And that's really interesting to me. So I just wanted to kind of share that, you know, what I did on the yesterday's video was not the proper way to do this. But even still, it seems like it's forgiving, right? Like you can go back and redo it. And if you guys watch that video from the other YouTuber, and he'll explain it and show the damage that he did and how he fixed it. So I'm really excited now. I was kind of scared yesterday because I just didn't know, right? We just don't know what we're dealing with. There is also some treatments you can add to the stainless steel that will keep the fingerprints from happening, and I'm going to look into that, but it was a little pricey. I think it was like $300 or something like that. But you can put like a sealant on it that will help keep fingerprints from happening. But I want to share my experience, you know, from somebody who knows nothing about the stainless steel, and then potentially damaging the stainless steel with not knowing how to clean it properly or use the proper, you know, cleaners and stuff like that. But I'm excited to see that you can take this truck, actually damage it, and then redo it and make it look brand new again. So as soon as I get those products in, I'll share a video on that. So this is just me thinking about the video that I'm going to post about cleaning the Cybertruck and how much I learned, and just kind of really went into it without much research at all. You can, you know, mess up the way you clean it. You can get all the surface rust that is going to happen with stainless steel. Just remember, the stainless steel itself is not rusting. It has small pores that are allowing materials to gather onto its surface that are rusting. Okay, so that might give you the illusion that your truck is rusting, but it's not. At the end of the day, when you scratch the paint on your car, what are you doing? Right? Now, the road I live on is brutal. And I want to make a comment about this because the plastic is getting chewed up on this truck, but it's just the plastic, right? On my 2022 Duramax diesel, I had the entire paint is gone from underneath where the tires were kicking up. The entire paint on the steps that are on the side of the truck that attach to it to help you get in and out, gone. All the paint was gone. There's no going back from that. And so I really think that even though the plastic is showing like little dings and little bits of damage, at the end of the day, it's just plastic. You know, a year or two later, I can just replace it. I can just take the plastic and put a new piece on. What, you know, versus going to a body shop, having them take care of the paint. It's going to cost a lot less for me to replace a piece of plastic trim on this truck. And I was very happy to see that none of the stainless steel was damaged either in those areas that are taking all those dings from the rocks. So I'm really happy with it. I know a lot of people are confused and they don't understand what's going on, but good news is all of us Cybertruck owners out there are going to be able to resurface it and make it brand new. And a matter of fact, you can kind of get creative and do all kinds of things with it. You can just let it stay dirty or do whatever. So, and then I'm probably just going to let it stay dirty for a little while. I actually kind of like the way it looks when it's dirty, and it's less work for me on my dirt road. So we're putting it through its paces. Oh, and I also wanted to add a good point that my wife made. The front of the Cybertruck, Okay, so all of my trucks, even if you PPF them, even if you wrap them, the rocks from the vehicles here in Colorado get through. I don't care. Maybe if you do 3 layers, but who's doing that, right? They still get through. And the fronts of my trucks were all dinged up. They had been missing paint completely, right? So you see the completely different color underneath it. With the Cybertruck, you might get a small little ding, but you're going to be able to resurface it just like before, and it's not going to be a different color. The whole design of this truck was very, very thought out. I have one squeak in the back of in the back seat back there, and I'm waiting for something else so that I don't just kind of go to the service center because of one creak. And that's all I've got. And so I think it's kind of going away over time too, but I will handle it eventually. So lots of cool stuff coming up, guys. I'm excited. I got a lot of stuff. I've got YouTube videos coming out like crazy now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And this is going to be a fun adventure. Leave me some comments below on what you guys would like to see. I'd love to answer it or shoot any of your video requests. Thank you.